Stunner. Alright guys, what we got going on today is we're replacing our AC compressor clutch hub. As you can see, it's very loose in there, right? And I replaced this probably about a year ago. And I was hearing like little noises and stuff in there, but I didn't really pay any attention. But I did notice that the rubber was burning off of here. As you can see here, it's coming off of here. As you can see up here, is a lot of residual debris and stuff. And so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to replace it. And it's a real simple replace right here. See that little nut right there? I believe that's a 10 millimeter. You're gonna screw that inside here. So what I'm going to do, if I can get to my tool here, all I'm going to do is stick this in here. And it's not a 10 also, it's an 8. It's an 8 millimeter. I'm gonna get my 8 millimeter, stick it in there and unscrew it. And the best thing about this, guys, is you don't have to take out anything. You don't have to take out the AC compressor, or you don't have to loosen up your serpentine belt or nothing. It's real simple, just 8 millimeter bolt. You just screw this out, put the other one in there, tighten it up to spec. So stay tuned. Like I was saying, it's an 8 millimeter, and you're just gonna take and drill it, screw it out, take your bolt out. Which I think what happened was I don't think I had it up to spec. That's probably why it was loose. It comes out. And let's see. Take it out just like that. And you look in there, it was getting grinded up, chewed up. So I got to see what's going on with that. And wait a minute, that light is that way. And that's how it looks. Hopefully I'm doing a bad job today. Ooh. So I gotta clean all that out. And all you're gonna do simply is just put the new one in there. Oh no, I killed my light. Looking like an amateur today. Alright, here we go. And once I clean that out, I will simply put this back in and torque it up to spec. Stay tuned, Stunner. Alright, as you can see, the compressor pulleys right here, this is the one that's coming off. And you can see it's all broken up in there. The I forgot what it's called. Inside of there is cracked up, so it has to be replaced. Right, this is an OEM one. Of course, this is an OEM one. And it comes in certain parts, I always go OEM. Right. So there you have that. Alright, here we are back at the compressor. Right, this is the AC compressor. This is the AC compressor coil part that you plug in right here. That powers the compressor. Here is my compressor pulley, and it goes on there like this. I lube the inside of it, and I'm gonna sneak it back on here. Try to sneak it back on here. I have to take a mallet to it. I'm gonna take a mallet to it anyway. when I do get it back on there, this is the pin that holds it on. I forgot what it's called. It's called let's just call it a clip. All right. Let me see if I can pull it back off. Oh, it's on there good too. Hold steady. All right, so I got my rubber mallet, and I'm gonna take in. Round it back on there. Let me see. Put this camera down so I can do it. Alright, I got it back on there. It's spinning good. Make sure you lube it up on the inside before you try to put it back on there. And this is your pin right here. Pin gonna go back on here like this here. And it's gonna seat down in that little slot right there. Alright, I'm gonna do it off camera because I only got one hand and I'm in an awkward position. But it sits down in that little slot right there. And that's what keeps the compressor pulley on there. And you can see I got my my belt off. And to get the belt off, to get the belt unwrapped from around this, all you need is a ratchet to stick inside of here. And I believe that's a 1/2 inch extension I got on there. And that will, if you see it moved, that's just to give you enough pressure to pull it off so you can just sneak that belt off of there, because that belt goes back on there like that. So I need to put it back on there. I just pull this down there to put tension back on the pulley control arm, and that'll be able to allow me to wrap this back over here. But that's an easy way to get the belt off so you can get access to this pulley. Right. Once I put that little clip ring back on here, then I'll be able to put my clutch hub back on here. Right. That's what happened was it was burned out, so I had to replace it. Then once I got to looking and investigating, I noticed that my forgot what it's called in here, but you saw the cracks in the pulley, so I need to replace that. And I'm also going to be replacing this line because, as you can see, I got a leak in it. I already ordered the part for that, and I'm going to show you that later. And I will include all the parts in there. Stay tuned. Alright guys, what I couldn't show you on camera was how to get this pin back in there. Of course, I needed both hands, but what you're gonna do basically is use these picks, right? And this clip has holes in it. One hole, the second hole, and you're gonna stick one of these in one hole and the other one in the other hole, and you're gonna basically pull them apart, right? Again, I can't do it. And you're just gonna pull them apart and pull it out, and it'll pop right out, right? Cause like I said, it'll go inside that little hole. And you can see I can move it. And then when you're putting it back on there, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna have a pick in one hole, and you're gonna use this other pick as your guide. And you're gonna hold it down, and with the other pick, you're just gonna start rotating it around till it presses down into that slot. That'll get it back on there. See, it's rolling free like it's supposed to. Stay tuned.